Hi Libra, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This reading, Libra, is for the dates between today in September. It's up until the 5th of October, okay? I'm going to draw 6 cards initially. The first 3 are going to be in the time left in September and the last 3 are going to be for the time in October, okay? I want to keep it as a general reading, but whatever comes out comes out. Obviously it may or may not resonate. Check your moon signs, because I have been connecting very strongly with the moon sign and with the moon energy. And so check your moon signs, and also your love readings for September are still available to view, along with my September astrology video. Oh, and my new pick a card reading as well. You can catch those on my channel now. Okay, I've already shuffled the cards before I turned on the video, and I've already meditated as well. Okay, this is the first card that wants to come out for you. This is, wow, okay, sorry. The energy is quite strong, and this is the first card. This is the universe, the energy, or what the universe is trying to teach you at this time in September. Excellent, fabulous. Okay, we've got the 9 of Cups. We've then got 2 other cards. These, whoa, I'm going to stop just a second. Okay, your message is coming through very strongly. That's why I had to stop talking. These are going to be clarifiers because they wanted to come out. There might even be a few more in there for you. We'll try and get through them all and give you as much detail as possible, okay? The top 3 cards are for September. I call this the... I like to give this the first card, the position of what the universe is trying to teach you at this time, this focus. And the card, Libra, that's come out for you is the 9 of Cups, or the Wish card, which is a beautiful card to have. Sorry, that one wants to come out as well. I'm being distracted. Okay, it's a beautiful card to have as your focus. So this is asking you to think about what it is you want, what it is you desire. Focus on that. You know, the Cups energy is about our emotions, the things that we love, the things that we're drawn towards, our intuition, okay, our inner processes, like linked to the moon, actually, our inner processes. It's linked to the water signs, so, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the number 9 is about looking within. You know, it's linked to the Hermit card. Finding that light within, finding that love within, finding that understanding within. And this is about really trying to understand in September, until the end of September, you know, really reflecting on what is it that I want, what is it that I love, what is it that I wish for, what is it that I dream of. That's about really considering that. It doesn't necessarily mean take any action. You can go toward those things, obviously. This will give us some more clarity. This card actually wants to come out now, but I'll talk about that in a second. Don't know what it is. Okay, the next card relates to what is coming towards you, or the potential challenge for the rest of this month in September. Okay, and that card is this card. Okay, this is the 5 of Wands, and this card clarifies the 5 of Wands. We'll look at that in a second. This is the 5 of Wands. Now, for those of you that follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you will have seen a post about the 5s and the 5 of Wands. Excuse me, 5s. This is a number 7. You won't see a post about the number 7, actually. 7s are a card, 7s are a number of challenge. And the wand energy is fire, so it's linked to the signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And it's about our acting on our what we are drawn towards, what inspires us, you know, moving in those new directions. This is a challenge card, and this card is saying to you with number 7, the 7 of Wands, it's you've got to stand up for what it is you want. You've got to fight for those things. I've just noticed the time, so I'm going to show it to you. 111. So this is like saying there's the opportunity for a beginning. It's actually a masculine energy, is the wand energy, because it's got movement. Whereas the Cups energy is passive, i.e. what is going on inside, what do you feel? This is about acting on that. This is about acting on your inspirations. This is about recognising what you want, who you are, and standing up for those, recognising those things and moving in those directions. So some of you might be challenged, and in fact, read the description box below or check the September astrology video, because some of you might be challenged this month because just because of the astrology in general, because Saturn looks at our structures in our lives, the things that we build on, the things that the routines that we have, the beliefs that we have, the perspectives that we have. And Saturn is direct in Capricorn. It moved on the 6th of September. And I say in my September astrology video and below that Saturn really does, it's like a stern teacher, and it really does put, circumstances will arise in September and may have arisen already for you. Circumstances will arise in September that challenge your foundations, that ask you to stand up for yourself, that ask you, is this really what you want? Is this really who you are? This is a card that clarifies, okay? And this is the 9 of Pentacles. This card actually flew out when I was shuffling before I turned on the camera. So this is saying that, yeah, you can stand in your personal power. This is your second 9. Those of you that do follow me on Instagram and Facebook, there is a post about the 9s, about all the number 9s. So check that out because it gives you lots of detail on there. And this is a card of Pentacle energy. Is about is related to the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Cap, and it is about things that we manifest in this world. Manifest basically just means to bring into the world, things that we can see in this world, things that we put energy into to see, our relationships, our jobs, our families, our friendships, etc. And this is saying that it's like a card of standing in your personal power. It's a card of, recognition of all the things that you have achieved and all the things that you are capable of and have evidence of in your life. You can see those things, and it's asking you to stand up for those things. Now, it's interesting, isn't it? The challenge is standing up for the things that you already have, that are already around you. There might be other people involved potentially, but 7 is a spiritual number. 7 is about your spiritual path, if you will, your spiritual understanding. And spiritual, understand whatever you understand that word to mean. But that's what the number 7 represent. So for the number 9, it is saying that there's something that you've got to stand up for, fight for potentially. And it's interesting, I feel like this is linked to this actually. It might give us some information about what this the thing is that you need to stand up for, because it's something in your life, in your world, that's being challenged potentially. And the universe is asking you, well, what is it that you do want? How are you really happy? Okay, this is the outcome. Wow. Okay, the outcome for September until the end of September. The 2 of Cups. Wow. Okay, so that kind of changes things a little bit, doesn't it? Because really, what I feel like what this is talking about is clearly a soulmate connection or a commitment. A union. Number 2s are about unions and partnerships and working together with somebody. The 2 of Cups specifically, we call that the soulmate card, but it could be something that you're just committed to, an emotion maybe that you're committed to, a way of feeling. But it's interesting because we've got the Riri card, the Rihanna card. I don't know why I call it this. She's strong, she's independent, that's why I call her Rihanna, this card. But there's another card that wants to come out. There's a few. Maybe some of you have stood your ground. Maybe some of you are single. Someone's blocked you. You've blocked somebody. You're not talking to that person. They're not talking to you. But it's something that you really want, this relationship, this commitment. And I can see why, because it might have been that you had to stand your ground. You've up until this point, Libra, coming up to the last sort of couple of weeks of September. It's as if maybe some of you have had to stand your ground and say, I'm not willing to accept this behaviour, or I'm not willing to accept a casual relationship, a casual fling. So I'm going to stay by myself. You go do you. And, the outcome of that decision seems to be this, well done for standing up for yourself and putting yourself first. There's too many things going on in this reading. I don't know which, I feel like it might be this one actually. that wants to come out next. Yeah, so we've got this one that's come out next, which is the so remember, this is to clarify this, and these are some of the outcomes. Okay, these cards are so noisy, I can't explain, but they're really noisy. It's distracting. Anyway, sorry. You know, this is about balance, about moving forward. You know, it's a sword energy, so it's about our minds, our thoughts, our communications, our perspectives, our consciousness, you know, how we think, what we think. And this is about having balance in that, having harmony in that. You know, it's number 6, so it's related to the Lovers card as well. Lovers card being number 6 as well. And so, you know, maybe there is going to be some balance achieved. It could be, there is a little child on this card as well. You know, this is you, you know, you've, as in an individual has got masculine action, feminine receptivity, and then they've got this inner child, which is the thing that we carry or all carry around with us. And so this is you, but or the aspects of you, I should say. But for some of you, this actually could have been some sort of issue around children. There could have been something that was brought up around children. There might have been some sort of, you know, discord or disagreements about child care, or if you're separated from the partner, for example. Excuse me. So there could have been issues, but either way, look at this. Coming to the end of September, we've got balance, we've got cooperation, we've got people on the same page, thinking the same way with the sword energy, and feeling the same way with the Two of Cups. So whether it's a romantic relationship that you're involved in and that this relates to specifically, or another relationship that you've been trying to ease over, soothe over, you know, make amends, you know, improve relationships, you know, you've stood your ground, and well done for standing your ground, because it means that you are now going to have cooperation. You know, you're now going to get what it is that's healthy for you and for the other person that's involved. Okay, these two want to come out next. Okay, so I have this, these are linked to this energy here, and this is, we've got the 8 of Swords and we've got the Page of Swords. Okay, so these, just as a quick message, I feel like, you know, there may have been some, there's definitely, when we have this card, some self-loathing occurring, and it's a very challenging energy, is the 8 of Swords, because you get yourself, number 8s, are related to karmic cycles. Okay, and this is like being stuck in a being held prisoner, really, by your own thoughts and ideas and perceptions of yourself or of a situation. And you've got to really do your homework to understand that. And this could be the other person. It feels like this is separate energy. It's very hard to explain, but this could be the other person that you're dealing with, or whoever, in whatever sense that means. You know, it could be the other person, you know, feeling this way, and you know, they're thinking this way. They don't know how to get out of the way that they're thinking, the way that they're behaving, the way that they're treating you, you know, being separate from you or disagreeing with you. And with the Page of Swords, it could represent specifically a younger earth sign, so a younger Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I mean, obviously this is your energy as well, though, Libra, isn't it? The sword energy. So if this is you, this is really you trying to understand, you know, with the sword energy. We call this a stalker card, but that's because he's detail orientated. This page is detail orientated. He looks for the facts, he does his homework, he does his studying, and looks around for things and tries different ways and negotiates different ways. That's why we call him the stalker card, because he's so keen to find out things, information, etc. So it could be you trying to understand this about yourself. You know, similar, we talked about, we've got 9s, so 9s are related to our inner, to going within, to look within, etc., because it's related to Hermit. So, or this could be somebody else. So it's interesting that energy wanted to come through, and linked again to challenge, because that's linked to the challenge of the month, which is, you know, feeling this way. If you are thinking this way, thinking that you're stuck, the universe is saying, focus on this, focus on what it is you want. You know, instead of focusing on being stuck with the 8 of with the Eight of Swords, focus on what it is you want. Focus on what's in your heart. Focus on the blessings that exist, the blessings that you can see, the blessings that you have built with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Now we're moving into these are screaming at me, these cards. We're moving into September now. So these are your cards for September. This is your card, your first card, which is what the universe is trying to teach you. And it's about hard work, you know. It's about, this is again karmic cycle. So this might be working hard. Excuse me a second. This might be working hard to overcome the difficulties, the pain, the sadness of the Eight of Swords. You know, it could be that type of energy where the universe is saying to you, you know, it's going to be hard work for you in September, in October, to overcome this energy. But if you ground yourself with the Pentacle energy, if you ground yourself in that energy of, you know, this is where I am right now, you know, what can I do? What's within my power to do? To improve the situation, to refine it, to make it better for myself, to make me feel better, to make it better for the person or whatever your individual situation is. So it's a lot of work, and you know, I'm loath because I say that all the time. We've got to do the work. We've got to do the work, and it's not just me that says it. Every single tarot, well, not every, I don't know, whatever, but we all say it, all us light workers, tarot readers, blah, blah, blah. We all say this, like, do the work. And it's like, what is the work? Well, I know what the work is. And I'm going to put a video out about doing the work, about overcoming karmic cycles, about what that means. But think about it in ways of, what can I do? What's within my power to actually change something, to improve a situation? So, for example, if you are in this situation where, you know, you've had a difficult relationship or you've had a challenging experience, okay, and you are feeling upset about that experience, and, you know, because you've had that experience, it scares you from wanting to have another similar one potentially. So, for example, you've been in a relationship and it was difficult and you want to go into another relationship. Well, how can you get over the hurt of the last relationship? And we can get tied in this sort of energy where we're like, yeah, like, I really want to move forward, but, you know, she or he did that before, so what's to say that's not going to happen to me again? And I'm going to just swallow that, and I'm just going to go forward into a new relationship. And you swallow it because you want to live, you don't want to be held back. But doing the work is about understanding and recognizing the blessings in the tragedy, the blessings in the difficult experience. And it's always hard to do it. And just because I've got a YouTube channel and I'm a tarot reader and I meditate every day doesn't mean that I don't feel this. Of course I blooming do. It's hard work. I'm in pain right now. Like, this has been the hardest month. You know, demanding, physically demanding, emotionally, spiritually. And it's bloody hard. Sorry to swear, but it is. It's really difficult. And I don't think it's easy. But I'm going to give you the message, like the message is coming through. So the message is coming through that you've got to do the work, just as I do, and everyone does, every single day, every single month, you know, every single year. It never ends. Anyway, don't let that put you off though, boo. Okay? Because there's good stuff here, and again, the universe is saying, this is the universe, what the universe is trying to teach you. Put that work in because it matters. You matter. How you feel matters. I feel like these cards are crying out, so I'm going to upload them. Yay! Oh, thank God. Do you know? Woo! Let's celebrate the good stuff. Okay, this is excellent. This is fabulous. Okay, because this is saying that actually, let me come to the Judgment first. And the reason I'm going to say this is because below, if you read the description below, you'll have read that this month, the month of September, is September 2018 is the month of Judgment, numerology, okay? And check out Instagram, created a post, blah, blah, blah. But it's in the video, in this September astrology video as well, and below. And I talk about this card and about how exposing it is, this energy, how confronting September is and is going to be, because there's going to be situations that arise that force us to look at our structures, that force us to look within, that challenges. Are you happy? Is this where you want to be? This is the type of stuff. And not just asking those questions, like putting us in situations that get us angry, that get us upset, that make us feel frustrated. with ourselves, that make us feel like rubbish, that make us feel like, oh, like, why do I have to feel like this? And that's judgment. But it's because judgment brings revelation, judgment brings understanding, judgment brings clarity. And it's as if, you know, you go through the month of September, the rest of September, you know, really trying to uncover, and it might even leach over into your month, Libra. It's your birthday month after this, isn't it? But even if it does, this is what you expect. You know, the universe is saying, focus on the fact that, yeah, this is judgment. This is hard, what you're going through right now, but it's something that you're actually doing. You're actually grounding yourself in this experience. So you're living it. You're feeling the discomfort, and it's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. I'll be the first to tell you that, baby. It's uncomfortable, but this is what you can expect. You know, we've already got the 9 of Cups here, and now we've got the 3 of Cups. You'll have something to celebrate because you'll overcome something. You'll start a new cycle. You'll be going through new experiences because you've overcome the 8 of Swords, because you've stood up for yourself with the 7 of Swords. You've done the internal work, and with the Page of Swords. Okay, so that's really fabulous. Okay, I really am happy for you in that respect. So let's look at the potential challenge though, or what's coming towards you in in October. So we've got this card here. Yay! I hear you cry, my darlings. So it gets better, doesn't it, this reading? To be fair, it's a good reading. This is your challenge, a new beginning. Remember what I said about Pentacles, something manifested in this world, real, solid, that we can see. So this is saying that there might be an opportunity that arises that challenges you, that challenges your the work that you're doing on yourself, for example. It could be that it's a relationship for some of you. I mean, I can't remember what your love... Hang on, let's have a look. What are you? Libra, your air sign, Libra, potential transformation in love. So your love reading for September is about transformation, isn't it? It's about a potential transformation in your love life. I can't remember that's just the title of it. So check it out if you've not read that. So it could be though that this is a thing about soulmate relationships and situations. Like, they put us in that situation where they challenge our structures and foundations, what we think about ourselves. Because when you meet someone and you have that connection with someone and you fall in love with them, everything just goes to shit, because you just like, you feel like in the air somewhere, like, you know, it's really difficult to ground yourself and to go through that experience. And it's like, maybe in September, you know, this end of September, you know, maybe you do reunite with, well, this is also about reconciliation, this card, isn't it? So maybe you do reunite with somebody, or you begin a new relationship. But the beginning of the relationship, again, is something that is challenging you, because we'll be bringing up our woundings. You know, they might say something, or they might have a favourite food that reminds you of, you know, oh, that's my ex, she liked that food, he liked that food. And then you'll be like, it makes you think about your ex and how awful that relationship was, and blah, blah, blah. And so that's what we mean about challenges. But also, this is what's coming towards you potentially. So there's new opportunities, definitely. And with it being Pentacle energy, it's something that you can see. It's something that's in the world. And a gift, a beginning of something. You know, number ones are about beginnings, initiations, independence, as well as striving forward, you know, of being committed to your way, yourself, your way of doing something, you know, in a positive way. Okay, and in a way that's manifested. Okay, the last card, the outcome or the experience for this first week in September, is the Moon card. This was actually another card that fell out when I was shuffling before I started recording, and I only ever tell that to people if the card comes up in the reading, and they both did come up in your reading today. The Moon card. So this is a card about the internal stuff. You know, what I said right at the beginning about the moon and the Cups energy. And I was saying about how it's like the internal, what's going on internally, emotionally, intuitively. And it might be that there's confusion, and it might be that there's things that you don't yet see. And it might be that, again, having a new opportunity, having a new relationship or a new job or moving to a new town or country or city or whatever, these new experiences that we have. I mean, some of you could be moving actually as well, because I've just realised that is the 6 of Swords. So some of you could be moving home, jobs, states, cities, etc. And we don't know how we're going to be in these new scenarios. You know, even if we love the job, or we love the man, or we love the woman, or we love the country, or the whatever, we don't know really what that's going to bring up for us. And I think that sometimes that can stop us from taking opportunities. I don't think it will stop you from taking opportunities, and I think good, because what does come to light for you is definitely going to be just further helping you to refine and to heal and to when I say refine, I mean refine your understanding of you, of your cycle, karmic cycles, of your internal processes, of how you handle things, of how you treat yourself, etc. That's what I mean by refine. So new experiences are excellent for helping to uncover for us woundings and things that we may have not looked at or thought about for years. Okay, so it's very interesting it being the moon card at the end, and this is only just, as I said, up to the 5th of October, so it'll be interesting to see what your next bi-weekly general reading says. Thank you so much, Libra. If you like this video, please like, please comment. And, you know, Libra, you're a really supportive sign. So thank you for being so supportive of my channel. You know, you watch all your videos and you always get one of the highest views. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. It's keywisdomtarot@gmail.com for private readings as well. Okay, my lovelies, you take care, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care. Thanks. Bye.